the saga continues with Luce Cannon and Anna 22 and the whole backyard, or should I say, alley brawl over here, y'all. Now, this guy right here, I'm finna play a clip and react to it. Shout out this dude right here. It's young Ant Jefe. The reason why I'm gonna do a reaction is because I just played the clip of Adam 22 on the live talking about this whole situation, and then they brought up this dude, and this dude right here seems like he's plugged in a certain way. So we're gonna react to this video as he speaks about what really happened in the alley and the people that Luce Cannon mopped up, him and his homeboys. Check it out.
But soon as I drop my segment, my phone start blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. Solid individual, you know what I'm saying? Been through them stoops, you know what I'm saying? Been doing that time, hard body, been whooping ass, you know what I'm saying?
Let's
Keep
go.
it respectful, you know what I'm saying? And play it like a gentleman, you know what I'm saying? A scholar. So my phone started blowing up. Bam. I look, I don't recognize the number. I look in the text message log about to ask who is this calling. They start texting right away. So once they start texting, I see who the person is. The person is a reliable source. So they like, hey man, tap in. I hurry up, call the person. Once I call them, they like, hey man, I just seen your segment pertaining to a goon going up there and Luce Cannon handling his business. They like, that's the wrong story. I'm like, so well, what's the story then? So they tell me like, look, the dude who went up there wasn't Harry O bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't whatever else they trying to paint him to be, a goon. He wasn't an uninvited guest that just showed up to no jumper. You know what I'm saying? Dude is one of your homies. So I'm like, what you mean he one of my homies? Like, you know what I'm saying? He like, you know, dude a gangster. You know what I'm saying? He from 11A Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So he went ahead and dropped the name. I want to say the name was like Jareed or something like that. If I served myself correctly, he dropped the dude number to me and was like, man, I'm gonna have dude tap in with you and call you.
And I heard that same thing, 118, gangster, crip, whatever it's called. I've heard that before too. So
about an hour down the line, the dude who Luce Cannon had snuck, which supposed to be an 11A Gangster crip, tapped in with me. He called me. I didn't recognize his number, but I was in an important conversation during the time he had called, so I wasn't gonna answer anyway. But I was gonna give this person a call back, whoever they was. So after I finished my conversation and go back in my text log, I got a text from the dude who was attacked by Luce Cannon. And he like, hey, man, you know this Wooty Woo from 11A Gangsters. You know Wooty Woo gave me your number. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. So I try to call him. When I call him, he picked up. I got it on, I got my phone on speaker. So sometimes my phone be tripping when it's on speaker. You can barely hear. So me and him was going back and forth with the, hey, hello, 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 and stuff like that. He finally hung up. I tried to call back. He didn't pick up. You know, I texted him, let him know who I was and what I was trying to holler about and whatnot, trying to figure out what happened. So me and dude, Jareed or whatever from 11A Gangsters, we didn't get to holler. But even though we didn't get to holler, I didn't get it from the horse's mouth, I still got somewhat of the backstory of somebody who was supposed to be present at no jumper with him, but wasn't feeling it and didn't show up. So basically, allegedly, from what I'm getting is that it definitely was a setup. It was definitely a setup.
ooh,
That camp is known for placing a lot of dirt out there, building a lot of dirt, known for a lot of controversy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what sells on this internet. So, dude from 11A Gangsters was under the impression that he was coming up to no jumper to kick it or coming up there for an interview or whatever. So, one of his folks tapped in with him like, man, you going up to no jumper at 6 o'clock? That don't even seem right. Don't even seem right for no interview. He like, oh no, man, they cool, man. You know, I got pictures with Luce Cannon and Whack 100, man. You know, they're my dudes, man. You know, I mess with them. I rock with them hard body. And as y'all see from what ODM Slim say, ODM Slim said that he's also met this guy from 11-8 before, and he was talking bad about Whack, about how he didn't like Whack, and old boy was defending Whack. This is the same dude that been attacked. So basically, I don't know if they had any problems prior to this before, but from my understanding, he thought everything was cool. He had even been locked up in jail before with Luce Cannon. He said he's been on the yard with Luce Cannon. Said Luce Cannon almost lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Like even Luce Cannon was indulging in sniffing hot med, some type of pill or a pill that might have had some fentanyl in there. And Luce Cannon passed out and almost died. They had to hit Luce Cannon with the Narcan to bring Luce Cannon back to life. So like this dude is really well versed with who he's dealing with. He haven't just met these people. He been knowing Luce Cannon, been in jail with Luce Cannon. So as y'all see, when he was right there and he got snuck, like from what we viewing and how everybody else feel, it just didn't feel right. Like he didn't feel it, like he didn't know it was coming. Like he basically got snuck. So that's basically what he's saying. He's saying that he was invited up there, and once he got up there, that's when they try to play the role that, oh, who is this? It's an intruder on site. Did nobody call him up here? But he's saying he has text messages from these guys saying it was cool and all right for him to come up there. Now this is the angle he's playing. I don't know if he's got the police involved with this situation, but he's definitely going to file a lawsuit. He's definitely going to file a lawsuit, and he's targeting No Jumper. He's targeting No Jumper, and y'all already know. I can't even. I mean, you know, he's targeting in the millions. You know what I'm saying? If it's worth
Damn.
however many millions it's worth, if it's worth that. But he's definitely targeting No Jumper. Even though we didn't see Adam 22 out there, that's what he's targeting. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying he was a guest on the premises. Even though Adam 22 didn't invite him, he's saying he was invited by Wack and Luce Cannon, and he has the text messages showing that he was invited.
Damn, it's gonna get real, y'all. What the hell?
And when he got up there, he did not know that was gonna happen. He was attacked unannounced. Now, what is gonna really mess you guys' head up is this right here.
Right here.
Now, that's the part that's interesting right there, is that the second guy that got jumped on was supposed to be a man of God. You know what I'm saying? Was supposed to be a preacher. They jumped on the preacher, not even knowing they jumped on the man of God. You know what I'm saying? Now,
And they stripped him naked, y'all. What the hell is going on? If this is true.
this is where it's about to take an ugly turn at if this is the truth. So, I guess by the other party feeling it was like some bullshit in the game and that this was a messy situation and they opted not to go, they told him that he might want to take the preacher with him. You know what I'm saying? He might want to take Saving Grace preacher with him. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, basically give him a safe passage.
I'm gonna be honest though. What does light have any fellowship to do with the darkness, right? If you're a preacher, you should know that part. And I've learned many a time or two in my early walk as a Christian that I couldn't go hang with the same people in the same places I used to hang when I was, in the world, as they say, or as we say as Christians, right? I had many close calls with even good best friends and whatnot. You know, they didn't like my route as being a Christian, right? Thank God now it's all good. You know, I still preach to my people, and I'm still with my people out here. But you know, I'm a Christian now, and I learned long ago you can't just go to places you used to go and not expect something, you know, to happen to you. Not saying that you should be afraid or that. I mean, man, it's 2025, y'all, and you would think you can go anywhere you want in the United States. You should be able to, right? But it's not how it works, right? Especially you go to places where there's people like these gangbangers in alleys, in the dark, at night, wherever, especially in Cali, right? It's sad to say, but you got to watch where you go at. We all know, right? So the pastor, I'm gonna be honest, he should have known better. Maybe he didn't know what he was dealing with. Maybe he didn't expect it. Of course, he didn't expect this, but I'm just saying you got to know where you're going and who you're dealing with, and especially in this day and age. And I would advise any Christians out there, be careful, because you're going to places where there's just darkness. There's people that are just, you know, reprobate minded, people that they don't even have a conscience anymore, and you're going around them, and this what could happen to you.
But obviously, you know what I'm saying, the devil had other things in place. You feel me? The devil, the boogeyman, as Luce Cannon say, he had other things in place. So this is what's being thrown out there, that the other guy that was jumped on was a preacher. And you know a preacher, man, you feel me? Although some of them have hauled from the streets, man, a lot of them get caught up in that sermon and playing that game and getting them increments, man, and they not playing by no street rules, man, you feel me? They might be going to the precinct, might be going to the police for an assault. So we're going to see how this going to play.
That's a good point, y'all, right there. He's right about that. You know, as a civilian, you know, you're not playing these gang politics or these rules by the street, no snitching. Hell no. You shoot, if this dude's woman or wife or whatever, the congregation sees this man, you know, I'm gonna be honest. You know, he probably should go sue for some kind of, you know, something. I mean, this guy's humiliated, knocked out, assaulted, all this stuff on camera, and I would be pissed off too. If that was my pastor, my dad, my whatever, man, it'd be hell to pay. That's all I gotta say about that. Let's continue a little bit more with this video, and then we'll wrap it up.
Out, but from what the dude from 11-8, his name is Reed, Jay Reed, that's his name. From what it seems like he's gonna do, he's gonna file that lawsuit. He's trying to get that money. Preacher man, I'm pretty sure preacher man, he's about $1 too. You know what I'm saying? He collect them increments. That plate go around the church, he get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? You whooped him out. We don't know if he's gonna be able to make it to church today, which is Sunday, if he's in that sermon, but I'm pretty sure he's probably in that thing, you know what I'm saying, bandaged up, eye fat, you know what I'm saying? Camera phones on him while he giving his speech. Oh, they can't stop me. You know, they try to jump on me, some hoodlums, but I'm here in rare form as God want me to be. I can hear him now and see him now. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and drop the latest and greatest pertaining to what Luce Cannon had to say. You already know, Minister Halfway to Half Effect. We're going to commentate.
Okay, and with that, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. I might mess around and make me a video off of what Luce said, too. You know, a little bit of content for the day. Luce Cannon, you know, going viral, pistol whooping somebody in the alley, supposedly another gang member, and then they beat up the Baptist preacher. Man, come on, dude. That's horrible. Horrible, y'all. Again, this is homeboy right here, young Ant Jefe, and I heard them name drop him on another video, so that's why I went ahead and react to it. Let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. Do you think this guy has any validity to his story? I ain't gonna lie. I believe the guy. I've already been hearing this 118 gangster crip, whatever story or name out here, and then I've been hearing it's a preacher, and it kind of makes sense. The old dude's chilling on the wall, and they just start beating him up. Like, man, I'm gonna be honest, you don't get no brownie points for, doing that to a regular civilian. If you're a street dude, tough guy, whatever, and you beating down on the old pastor, that's horrendous and horrible. But that's what happened, and we'll see if they can sue Adam 22. I know Adam 22 is already making statements that he had nothing to do with it. I don't know how this works in the court of law. Again, in Texas, these fools are probably already be arrested at this point. There's evidence right there on the phone, and everybody's recording. You should see the clip, but it is what it is, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. Do you believe this story that this was another gang member with the Baptist preacher that got whooped and pistol whipped in the alley of No Jumper, supposedly? Let's go.